What up, world? It's your boy Lando, Saint Lando 1. Kind of enjoying the nightlife here in Taipei. My mic's a little low. All right, there we go. All right. So yeah, we're walking and had me some family ice cream just now. Oh my goodness, that ice cream hit the spot. Like, haven't had ice cream in a hot minute. But okay, so I was walking. This is like a random thought that popped in my brain as I was walking back, because apparently I get like the best inspiration whenever I'm walking. So, and this happens to do with dating and relationship things that have been happening, and I thought about it. I was like, oh, you know what? Let's put a different spin on this a little bit. So, if you like the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Okay, so what I was thinking is that a lot of women, some men today, are more focused on a lot of the superficial stuff. So it's like looks. Like people would probably criticize me of having a beard too long, or my hair's too long. He's not tall enough. He's too skinny, too fat, whatever. These are like superficial things that to some it's important, to others it's not. And what I think the expectations are, or the laundry list of expectations, or what they're looking for in a partner, is actually more of like a frequency match. And so the more things you put on this list for both sides, is that you're creating possibly like disharmony of a frequency within yourself, because maybe you would like those things, and or maybe you are those things, but you're also looking for a partner with the exact same things or similar, and the frequency between people is just not the same. And that's also why I've also thought about this too as well, is that maybe whenever you, maybe that's why divorce happens too, or breakups and stuff like that, is that there's too much of a gap in frequencies in people's beliefs that they don't know, because it's not seen, or sometimes people don't even talk about this stuff. They just kind of hold on to like resentment and other things about their partner. But it's really like a lot of issues within themselves that sometimes your partner or or like the person you're married to or in a long-term relationship with, sometimes they can be like your mirror showing you what you have to improve on, but then you're like, no, I don't want to do it. Let's burn all the bridges and everything. And you break up, make it all dramatic. Not all the time, but sometimes, more than often than not, especially if it's early, but I'm getting besides the point. And also sometimes, like, whenever you see like the couple that's been together for forever, or the young couple, you're like, oh man, that's so beautiful. Like you feel the love coming out of it. Or if you meet somebody, you're like, man, I really want to get to know them, because they seem like a very happy couple. And it's something that like you see it, you're like, oh, okay, that's really nice. And then there's sometimes where you see people are like, they look good on the outside, but there's something going on here, like something like that's not good. But back to what I was talking about, it's like a frequency, yeah, it's just like a combination of stuff, whether that's good or bad. And I think that's also why like a lot of women today specifically go for or maybe it's just like ingrained within like humans to go after a certain maybe that's what it is, to go after a certain frequency, whether that's like the bad boy frequency, or he's nice but he's not really my type of person. And maybe that's all it is. It's just like a frequency going on here, because like there's a lot of how can I say, a lot of weird stuff happening in this day and age anymore. That, oh man, there's a McLaren right there. It's not a Bugatti, but it's a McLaren. But hey, that's when you know somebody got the money, got that frequency up. But maybe that's what this all is. It's just like everything that we have expectations for in relationships or the unspoken stuff. Maybe all in the end, it's just like frequency between a couple, and sometimes it doesn't match. Or if somebody does work on themselves to increase their frequency, maybe that's what it is. It's that maybe at one point you were like down here on the bottom, just trying to maybe like survival or looking for a partner to either help you grow to a certain point. And then once you think that you're good enough, you're like, I don't want that person anymore. And then you drop right back down. And or maybe if you get rid of that person, you just go sky high. I mean, I've seen it both ways. So I guess it's up to the person to, if you are working on yourself, to keep continuously like working on yourself. Whether that's in like your health. Well, actually, if you increase your health, like your finances are going to follow right behind it. But I think the other factor as well is the spiritual one, which a lot of people do be lacking in this day and age. Is my mic on? Yeah, my mic's on. Sometimes, like the evil forces, they like to turn my mic off. I'm telling the truth. But yeah, so if you like increase your spiritual stuff and your like beliefs, that doesn't necessarily have to be religion in a sense, but as long as you find your way into the higher powers, it could definitely benefit you in more ways than one. And that's what a lot of people are going into now. I mean, especially the younger generations, Gen Z specifically, like especially in the West, like there's been a lot more people that believe in spirituality, not necessarily like hard religions, like basically organized religion that has been around for forever. The old folkies do that, and then a lot of newer people kind of just stick on their phones. Whatever the phone tells them, that's basically it, or the iPad or computer, basically, which is interesting, I guess. But yeah, all is to say that maybe the issues in some people's relationships, in continued relationships, are really a frequency mismatch between you and the other person. Or maybe it's like a disharmony of frequency within yourself, that every single time that you date somebody or meet somebody, they're like your mirror showing you, hey, you got to work on this. And you're like, no, I don't want to work on that. It's so hard. Nobody will love me after this if I do it. I'm telling you, you improve on a lot of that stuff, you would be surprised. And also too, as well, usually it's when people like stop looking for that match per se. It's when that magical person comes in. It's like, oh, hey, I wasn't looking for anybody, but I've been working on myself. I've been improving my overall health, my spirituality going on here. My finances have been going up. And then bam, because what you're doing is actually increasing your vibration. Yeah, that is basically what you're doing, is that you're doing all these other things to allow, most people call that manifestation now, but what you're doing is actually creating a match for somebody out in the world due to what you're doing. And I will say, a lot more people on this earth have better chances of finding the perfect someone more than you actually think. You just have to increase your overall frequency and vibration. Though it can be very difficult at times, I'm not gonna lie. Your home life has a huge factor. The friends you hang out with are another huge factor. Your country is another factor. Though not, well, okay, yes, in some cases it can be. Your home life, and also where you work and where you spend the most time out. Like, it impacts your overall, like, mood and, like, how you view things, like, way more than what people think. And then also to add on that, like, now we have external factors like social media, got the comparison game going on here. Like, why do they have what they have and I don't have that? Or they look prettier, they got the bigger house, yada yada yada, etc., etc., etc. Or like, this person's traveling all the time, why can't I go traveling? Well, and this is like kind of the whole thing of it is like, a lot of people are just stuck in the bottom frequencies. So what I'm trying to say is that once you start increasing your frequency, so this could also be like, not initially, but like, your foods actually do have an impact on what you do. Yeah, food is a big one. Water, though, not a lot of, I would say, like, civilized countries or developed countries, that's a better word, sorry about that. Water is much better overall, though, yeah, it has way more of an impact on that one. Also, too, like, the news, social media, even my YouTube video here on my video, this long video, will have an impact on you way more than you know, like, crazy amount. Because usually when I talk about these things, I'm pretty passionate about what it is. Also, I got some energy going on here that definitely will help anybody that will view this video. And pretty much all my videos from here on out, like, if you view any of my videos from here on out, like, it'll definitely help you out to at least either start the process of you increasing your frequency and vibration to become a better person on this planet. And also to, like, the amount of, like, that's another thing too, is like, once you start raising your vibration, people will always ask you, well, what did you do? You look so beautiful. You look younger. And then some of that is like some of the praise and some of the things you were actually looking for, and like recognition, there we go, that you've always wanted, but you didn't know how to do. So this is just the first step of many that I am having the pleasure of giving you insight on how to increase your frequency so people can start asking you what you did to improve your life. Well, that does it for this video. Your boy Lando out on this one. Peace.